Welcome to Stepwise with Dr. Bob. Let's go ahead and look at today's Minute Cryptic. Old Yeller shot at the end by owner. Biting starts to cause rabies infection. Old Yeller shot at the end by owner. Biting starts to cause rabies infection. 4, 5. All right, so shot at the end could be just the letter T, or old Yeller shot at the end could be DRT. By owner, I've seen owner within an acronym like for sale by owner. I think I've seen that as just an O, so it's possible that's an O in there somewhere. Biting starts could end in a B. I mean, that could be a B. I don't know if it ends the whole thing. I was trying to cause rabies, and it probably doesn't end it, actually. Biting starts. Or maybe the whole thing. Let's see. Old Yeller shot at the end by owner Setibo. Yeah, I don't really see Setibob. Tabob. Yeah. To starts to cause rabies. CRI. Um, Old Yeller. Old Yeller is 9 letters. They could get rearranged. But then at the end by owner, biting starts to cause rabies infection. It's a really long definition, so that's not likely. Old Yeller. What else could Yeller be? Could old be just an O? Yeller's shot, RT, at the end. Put that next to O. Owner. Biting starts, B. It's a lot going on here. To cause rabies infection. Is infection an anagram indicator? Is there a 5-letter word within rabies that would be a good end to this? Let's hit play so I can have a spot to start typing some letters. I'm going to say par 3 on this, maybe higher. I'm not seeing it yet. I get stuck though, but I'll start with I'll be nice and say 3. 3. Old Yeller shot at. So digging in a little bit more, if Old Yeller is the definition, I don't. Just kind of thinking about this in the background. I don't know what 4 5 would be for Old Yeller. Old Yeller was a dog. Old Yeller was a lab, I think. I don't know if they would require us to know the breed of dog. Shot at the end by owner. Let's start with that. Let's just say shot at the end by owner. Biting starts. Yeah. Not seeing where this goes. Let's work backwards. Starts to cause rabies. That's actually I like shot at the end being by owner biting starts. So OB. I don't mind OB being there. There's just not enough letters for some of these things, but shot at the end by owner biting. It still got me to TOB, but it's probably somewhere else in the. Is it something like that? Is it something like that? I don't know any words that would go well there. I mean, what am I missing if I did the whole thing? OYSATEBOB. That's the old yeller shot at the end by owner biting. Those are all the starts to those letters. I don't know that I love any of these as if I was allowed to rearrange these, perhaps I could come up with something. I don't know that I could. But there's nothing to indicate that we should be rearranging these. I don't hate to cause as just being something to make the surface work, and then the whole thing meaning rabies infection. Like if this spelled out a rabies infection, I don't think that's a scientific term for rabies infection. I check out of desperation, I guess. This, um, struggling to come up with a four-letter, five-letter phrase that hits anything here. Trying to back solve this. Infection, um, wound, open wound, rabies infection, um, just infection. I'm not loving definitions on either side. Old, maybe just old. Um, could just Yeller be shot, rearranged? So Yeller rearranged could be, can I get a four-letter word out of that that's not already there? Lear. What if old was O? Yeller rearranged somehow. I'm not seeing that. Let's, yeah. Is there anything? Yeah, my thought was if O was O old, Yeller rearranged. I'm just gonna type in the letters there. By owner biting starts. So if we rearrange the letters in Yeller, maybe that whole thing could be um, to cause um, rabies infection. Yeah, there's nothing I'm seeing here. What am I missing? If I click on a hint to show the indicators, what is possible and what would I do with it? At the end, like I've thought through shot at the end, just the T. I've thought through RT. Starts OB, BOB. The starts to cause rabies, CR. Maybe the starts is two letters, not just the first letter, but the multiple letters. Is there anything here that would CARAIN? OWBI? Yeah, the letters that I'm grabbing aren't, they don't have enough vowels to make them words, or they just aren't fitting together nicely. I think that I've got a number of thoughts here. Starts to cause CRI or CARAIN, or even if all three spelled something out. Um, does biting indicate to rearrange the starts to these words? But then the whole thing means old yeller shot at the end by owner. Um, is old yeller shot at the end by owner an example of like a plot twist type of thing? Plot twist? That's 4 or 5. How in the world would I get that from this? I don't see that. I mean, I guess I should type it out just because I saw it, but yeah. Clearly, there's not a single indication of getting there from the cryptic part, if that is the cryptic part. And I'm stretching some of the possible indicators here. I don't know what else yeller could be. Yeller is a proper noun. Oh, a yeller. Hold on. Someone who yells. All right, so an old yeller, someone that yells, like a someone, get off my lawn. Someone who yells a lot, or maybe it's a proper noun of someone who yells. Who's someone who yells a lot? Um, like an umpire, but an old yeller is a proper noun for like a person that yells a lot. Okay, let's shot at the end by owner biting. Toby's a name of someone. At least that uses OB, but how do I get the Y there? Shot at the end is T. Owner biting starts or OB to cause rabies infection. No, I don't love that. Um, maybe biting is around. So shot, um, so biting the starts to that's those are the starts to Carain. If it's just biting the starts to CRI, so there's something that could go around this, or could that start here? I don't know a lot of four-letter words that end in C. Biting could mean go around. So what goes around this? How many letters can I get out of this to go around the starts of cause rabies infection? Or, all right, let's try this. Just the starts to cause and rabies. So if old yeller shot at the end by owner, bit the starts to cause and rabies. So five letters that comes out of this. I feel like I'm making some progress here, but I'm not seeing what could. bite these letters. And I'm having trouble with if we get rid of starts acting on owner biting. I don't know what to do with owner. I said earlier it might be an O, but if yeah, Old Yeller shot at the end. That's just DRT. But if that's going around, that by the owner, biting the starts to, yeah, I'm flailing so badly here. I've definitely thought of some things. The thing about cryptics is you just look back and you go, yeah, I should have seen it. I should have seen it. I don't know what other way I can look at this that I haven't already looked at it, but there's at least one way. I like the idea that yeller means someone who yells. Is that the definition? Old yeller. Who yells? Who could yell? Is this a job title of someone who yells? Is this a proper noun of someone who yells? An angry child yells. Angry anybody yells. Um, Shot at the end by owner. So shot at the end by owner. Oh, could that be town and then ER? Town crier. Ah, I finally got there. Oh, I'm glad I didn't take a hint. I was just about to. Okay. Um, owner is just owner. That's why I said I was struggling to figure out um what to replace it with or what to do with it. Because you don't do anything with it. It's the whole darn word. Shot at the end is T. Put that by owner, OWNER, which is biting the starts to cause rabies infection, CRI. Town crier is absolutely an old yeller. All right, that was rewarding. I doubt you enjoyed that as much as I did, but if you watched, thank you so much. Oh, I should check it, huh? Um, I feel good about that one. I know it took a while. That was probably a non-entertaining video to watch, given how much I struggled with it, but maybe the last minute was worth watching. Anyway, uh, thanks. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.